everything down. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling lighter and lighter. There may have been an argument, there may have been stress, there may have been some intense joy. All of that, just set it aside. We can pick it all up later if you want. Like moving around the globe with no luggage. Inhaling the arms up on a level with the shoulders, palms face forward. Take a moment to see if you need to put yourself on mute, just so that there's no background noises. And as we practice, if you need to unmute, talk a little bit, if there's some concern or question, please feel free to do that. Moving through this practice, breathing through this practice, and the only thing that we have is the breath. Inhaling the arms up. Interlace your fingers and turn the palms out and reach. Wiggle a little bit, grow the spine, then lean to the right. Back to the center, inhaling up, lean to the left. So we're trying not to collect any souvenirs. As we travel through the practice, be mindful that the thinking mind wants to collect everything and keep everything, hoard everything, covet everything, all souvenirs that are not needed. Inhale up, turn the shoulders to the right. Feeling and breathing is all that is needed. And it happens naturally when there's no thought. Turning back to the center, inhale up, turn the shoulders to the right. Back to the center, we'll bring the arms all the way down. And when the fingers touch, widen the fingers and have the hands walk back maybe just about an inch so that we can feel like we're lifting ourselves off the mat. Back of the head glides back, chin is level. Arc the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing your way through. You could be anywhere now. You become a cosmic time traveler. You can be in India. You could be in Marseille. Back to the center. Left ear, left shoulder. Just breathing your way through, floating, light, wherever you want to go. Maybe you're in Sicily. Back to the center and relax the arms. Push the cushion away if you're using one. And let's switch to feet. Still sitting in easy pose, Padmasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching, neck in good alignment with the spine. And then inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin. Back and forth a few times. This is nice to release tension from the neck as the chin tucks. Keeps the spine supple. And now we're going to come to a neutral position. Bring the left elbow to the left knee. Inhale, the right arm up, left palm faces the floor. If that's difficult, bring the left elbow on top of the left knee with the left palm facing up. Look at the right hand thumb. Feel the pose. Not necessary to think about the pose. If you think about the pose, then you can only stay in one spot at a time, and that becomes fragmented. But if you feel the pose, you can drift and be inclusive. Notice if there's some area that's not involved, invite it in. Notice if there's some area that's too involved, ask it to relax. Exhale, the right elbow in front of the right knee. Inhale, the left arm up, or come back to the same position you did on the other side. Maybe the arm is on the knee. Look up at the left hand thumb, stretch the eyes. Staying light, nothing to collect, no interest in that. Exhale, the left hand down. And we're going to straighten the left leg all the way forward. Bring the right heel into the body. And take a moment to look at the pose, the outer structure. 90-degree angle at the femurs, coming into Janusasana. Inhale, the arms up. Turn to the left, exhale, fold over the left leg. Try to square up the shoulders so that they're level. The belly button should feel like it's close to the center line of the left thigh. So you may have to take some extra measures to do that. Really bring it there. Then get the foot or the strap around the foot. And then relax the jaw. When you're traveling like this through the yoga poses, it's a relaxed, effortless journey. You have no luggage, no souvenirs, nothing to collect, just here. Chest is pressing toward the foot. And we want to be patient with a pose like this. If you really want to get length in the back of the left leg, it takes patience. Slowly coming up, walk the hands up the leg, extend the right leg out to the right side, bring the left heel into the body. Inhaling the arms up, lift the navel up, bring it to the right, then reach for the foot. So the belly button lands close to the top of the right thigh as best you can. A little bit of lift in the elbows, chest pressing forward, back of the knee pressing down, extend through the right heel. See if you can get about a 1 inch or ½ inch more length out of the right leg. When you extend, you can even watch the heel go forward. A little bit of lift in the elbows. And the breathing is your guide. And we're just traveling, drifting through the poses with no schedule. There's nothing to catch. When there's nothing to catch, the breath is not short and quick, but the breath is relaxed and long. Coming all the way up, and we'll cross at the ankles, rock forward, bring the palms to the corners of the mat, and we'll sit back on the knees. We'll sit back on the heels with the knees bent. And you can stay on the heels for thunderbolt pose, or you can widen the heels so that you can sit on a block or the mat. So we're giving some attention to the joints, the knee joints. And just sitting like this is the kind of attention that the knees enjoy. Not a lot of movement, no impact. Just squeezing into the knee joints, inhaling the arms up. Bring the left arm over the right, cross one arm around the other, coming into eagle arms, Garujasana. A little bit of lift in the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. When the elbows drop about an inch or two, the chin goes with it, but the pelvic floor lifts and squeezes. And you can feel the Mula Bandha, the lock in the lower abdomen. Inhale up. Exhale down. Open the arms wide. This time, right arm over the left, wrap one arm around the other. Now the left fingers are in the right palm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. The action in the shoulders, they are widening. So there's an up and down movement, but the shoulders are widening. So you feel a lot of pressure in the elbows. And the neck feels very free. Open the arms wide, bend back, lift the chin. Exhale, rock forward. And we're going to curl the toes under. Curl the toes under and really press into all 10 toes. And we're going to lift the knees off the mat. And you may even want to come up on the fingertips at this point. We're going to give the toes some attention. Make a figure 8 movement or circle with the knees. Okay. And then reverse that circle. Now we're going to place the knees down, flatten the feet. And we're going to now lift the knees off the mat. So stretching the tops of the feet. Bring the knees down and curl the toes under. And we're going to stand up, straighten the legs. And we're in Uttanasana, the forward fold. Rocking the shoulders left and right. Let's bend the knees, come all the way up. Inhale, arms up and back. Deep back bend. Exhaling the arms down and behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Push the arms away and lift the arms up. Lift the toes, spread the toes. Bend the knees deeply. Bring the arms up into Uttanasana, chair pose. Here, the tailbone should feel like it's slightly tucking under, even though there's that first deep curve in the low back. When that tailbone tucks under, it feels like you're gripping the imaginary block between the knees, and the legs are strengthening. The quadricep muscles are strengthening. Coming all the way up, exhale the arms down. And we'll revisit chair pose later. Back to the front of the mat. From here, we'll take the long step back with the right foot, remaining facing forward for warrior one. Bend the left knee. Grip the floor with the right foot. Inhale the arms up. Bend back. Plug the shoulders into the body, deep in the back bend. Stay light. Straighten the left leg and fold over the left leg into pyramid. Lift the hips, extend the spine. Breathing. Sense of lightness. With each breath, another piece of luggage is left behind. Smile, breathe. Bend the left knee, come up on the toes on the right side. Keep the right leg long. Inhale the arms up. Crescent Moon. Bring the hands to the mat. Drop the right knee and flatten the right foot. Slide the hips back and straighten the left leg. Use blocks under the hands. Press into the left heel and the back of the knee into the mat on the left side. Now we'll come back, curl the toes under on the right side, frame the left foot with both hands, step the left foot back, plank position. Inhale, lift the hips into downward facing dog. The hips are high, arms are parallel, feet are parallel, hip width apart, and there's a sense that the shoulder blades are widening away from the earlobes. Soften the knees and walk or jump the feet to the hands and forward fold. Fingers can be under the toes or you can clasp the elbows. If you have any discomfort in the low back, keep the knees bent. And we'll come all the way up. Inhale the arms up, bend back. Exhale, mountain pose, front of the mat. Keeping it very simple, very light, breathing and moving. Just noticing if you are collecting anything. Are you collecting thoughts? Are you building up souvenirs that are weighing you down? Stay light. Soften the knees, long step back with the left foot. Right knee is bent and gravitating toward the right small toe. Pull that left glute into the low back. Inhale the arms up. Bend back. Shoulders feel like they're moving into the body, deepening the back bend. Back of the head feels like it's gravitating toward the floor and the chin slightly dipped. Straighten the right leg, fold over the right leg into pyramid. Stay light, stay empty. Bend the right knee forward, come up on the toes on the left side and lengthen the left leg. Lift the back of the left knee toward the ceiling. Lift the right quadricep muscle to the ceiling until the hands feel light. Then bring the arms up. Crescent Moon. This is a good leg strengthener. Bring the hands now to the floor. Drop the left knee, but keep the left leg very long. See if that left knee can go back about an inch or two. Now we're going to straighten the right leg. Slide the hips back. Hands wind up under the shoulders. Press the chest down. Crown of the head moving forward, chest moving down, hips moving toward the ceiling. Shoulders are wide. Bring the knee forward and frame the right foot with both hands. Curl the toes under on the left side. Lift the knee off the mat and step the right foot back. Plank position. Just be mindful that the hips are not popped up, so we're not caught in between plank and down dog. Back feels flat, neck in alignment with the spine. Inhale, lift the hips into downward facing dog. Let's soften the knees and we'll walk or jump the feet to the hands, Uttanasana, forward fold. Then the knees come all the way up. Inhale the arms up. And bring the arms down and behind your back. Stack the forearms in the area of the low back. And just let the weight of your shoulders open the chest. There's no action necessary in the shoulders. The neck feels relaxed, loose. You can turn the head left and right. Open the mouth, stretch the jaw. Maybe even stretch the tongue. Mild shoulder opener, relaxing the face muscles. Staying with a very broad perspective. This journey is taken from the perspective from the temples and ears back. There's not anything to focus upon. Relax the arms, shake them out, turn head left and right, roll out the wrists. So we're in the front of the mat. We're going to come into our most challenging pose for tonight. We're going to come into chair pose with the balance. So we're going to bring the right knee up, reach for the right ankle, and place the right ankle high as you can toward the left hip. Then bend the left knee, bring the hands into a prayer position. Feel the whole body. Feel what's happening. No reason to think about it. Just notice it. Right ankle is flexed. Hips feel slightly lifted, and you're pressing the floor away with the left foot. Coming all the way up, releasing out of the pose, shake out the arms, turn head left and right. And we'll do that on the other side. So we'll lift the left foot up, reach for it, and bring it as high as you can to the point of the right hip. And then bend the right knee, resting the left ankle on the thigh, hands to a prayer position. Hinge forward as the hips lift and the left knee presses downward. Navel to the chin. And when you're ready, we'll step out of that pose and forward fold. Still rocking the shoulders, making some soothing movements. Any souvenirs that you're collecting during this practice, let them drop right out of the top of the head. Spread them out all around you and leave them behind. We move forward with emptiness, with space. Let's bend the knees, come all the way up. Straighten the legs, arms up, bend back. Exhaling, arms down and alongside, mountain pose. And we landed in the front of the mat. And this time we're going to take a long step back with the left foot. And the hips now are going to open, and the back foot is going to land parallel to the back edge of the mat. Both legs are straight. As soon as we're here, the belly is lifting upward. In and up, not forward and down. Inhale the arms up on a level with the shoulders. Look over the right middle finger. We're setting up for Trikonasana. Turn the right palm to the wall. Bring the right hand down. Left arm comes up. Left hip feels like it's moving up and back. Right hip feels like it's moving forward and under. Feel yoga in the fingertips. Traveling with this broad perspective. What else has to be put down? What else has to be dropped? It takes no effort to drop things. Coming all the way up, left hand to the back of the left thigh, right arm comes up, lift the right shoulder, sink the left, bend back. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring the right elbow on top of the right thigh. You may want to lengthen the left leg, bring the left arm over the left ear, open the chest to the wall, look at the left arm. Feel what's happening in the legs. Feel what's happening in the fingernails. Do it all at once with a broad perspective, just like you're landing or arriving in a foreign place for the very first time. Coming all the way up, left hand to the left hip, pivot the right foot. Bring the arms up. Lift out of the hips. Exhale, press the hips back, lift the toes, forward fold. Hands can land naturally on the floor or 2 blocks. Or if you want a deeper pose, widen the feet, bring the hands to point behind you. Palms are on the floor. And pull yourself down. Are you breathing or are you thinking? There's no reason to shop for souvenirs. Stay light. Coming all the way up. Bring the arms up on a level with the shoulders, palms facing down. Pivot the left foot. Look over the middle left finger. Bring the left hand down, inside the left knee. Right arm comes up. Lift the right hip up and back. Bring the left hip forward and under. The hips feel like they're being stacked. You're looking up at the ceiling or across the room. The eyes are seeing, but they're not thinking. Coming all the way up, right hand to the back of the right thigh, left arm comes up, press the right shoulder down, lift the left shoulder, look at the left hand palm, bend back. Exhale, bend the left knee, left elbow to the top of the left thigh, bring the right arm over the right ear. Long line from the edge of the right foot through the fingertips on the right side. Left knee gravitates toward the left small toe. This is a form of the side angle pose. Bring the right hand to the right hip. Come up, pivot the left foot. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, the arms down and behind you. Interlace your fingers. Press the shoulders down, lift the chest, and forward fold. Breathing does not stop. Release the hands to the mat and jump or walk the feet together, forward fold. Rock the hips side to side. Notice if you've collected anything. Everything you need is within. There's no reason to collect or search outward. Bend the knees and coming all the way up. Arms up, bend back, counter stretch. And we'll bring the arms down and behind the back, coming into that mild shoulder opener. Stack the forearms. Turn head left and right, up and down. Neck is relaxed. Taking a few moments to be very still. You've just arrived here in a very busy foreign city. Everything is happening, but it's all new. You are unattached. Relax the arms down, shake them out. Inhale, arms up. I'm going to press into the feet. as if you're splitting the mat into two parts. Press hips and thighs back, come down, make a table out of your back. Reach beyond the fingertips for the front wall. Bend the knees, come all the way down. We'll sit on the mat, and the knees are bent. So we're starting like this. Chest is lifting. We're moving into Navasana, the boat pose. Lift the left foot, lift the right foot, balance on the tailbone. Shoulders begin to press back as the chest lifts, and the back of the head goes with the shoulders. Chin feels level or slightly dipped. Release the arms forward and balance. You can even bring your arms out wide, palms facing up. Very good for the core, strengthening. Straighten the legs, reach for the feet, Uttanasana, rocking side to side. Use the strap around the feet. Traditional pose, the feet are touching. If the legs are a little tight or very tight, you can widen the heels and even sit up on a cushion, about a 1-inch high cushion. And that will help you feel aligned in the pose and a little bit more comfortable as well. If we do the poses and they're very, very uncomfortable, then you never want to go back. We begin to avoid those poses. So using our cushions, blocks, straps helps us to ease into them properly. Coming all the way up. And look around for your cushion or a pillow. We're going to come down and work our way to our inversion. So the knees are bent and we're flat on our backs. Lift the hips and bring the pillow underneath the butt. Rest on that. Bring the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Arms are alongside, palms facing down. Use the arms to help stabilize the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep it simple. There's nothing to buy. All the thoughts of the mind will pop up like shiny objects in a market. And then we want to run for those and collect them. And then that's not good enough, so we collect the next object and the next object. And pretty soon, we're traveling very heavy. Stay light. We're going to flex the feet, press through the heels, open the legs wide. Inhale. Exhale, flatten the belly, bring the feet together, point the toes. Empty. Inhale, open. Expand. Exhale together, flatten, point. Back and forth. Bring the knees in, and we'll keep the cushion there. Extend the heels all the way to the front edge of the mat. Widen the feet, widen the heels, let the feet drop open wide naturally. Turn the palms to face the ceiling and let yourself enjoy a supported back bend. So there should be no extreme discomfort here. If there's extreme discomfort, it means your pillow or block is too high. So you can find something a little bit lower. There should be a sense of relief, not pain. The body's inactive now, but the breath is very active. Let's bring the heels together, walk the feet toward the cushion or the block, lift and remove that. And then we're going to bring the knees into the chest, cross at the ankles, wrap the arms around the knees and rock side to side, massage the low back. Head goes in the opposite direction of the knees. Coming back now to the center, unwrap the ankles. We'll place the right foot on the floor. Bring both hands behind the left thigh. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Pull the leg toward you. The action in the pose, left heel pressing up. Try to reconnect the hips equally to the mat. Shoulders pressing down. There can be a little bit of upward sensation in the hands. Chin feels tucked, back of the neck feels flat. And the belly expanding and flattening with your breathing. The soundtrack of this light journey is the sound of breathing. Now we're going to extend the right leg all the way forward, walk the hands up the leg, or use a strap around the left foot. Now the shoulders are off the mat. Pull the leg toward you. Feel like you're pressing the right heel down, and that's going to feel like the right leg strengthening. So we have strengthening on the right side, lengthening on the left. The chest is trying to get to the knee. The face feels neutral. The face has no desire. And bend the knee. Bring the right knee in, left foot to the floor, extend the right leg to the ceiling. Show the bottom of the foot to the sky. Pull the leg toward you with both hands. Upward movement through the leg, through the right heel. Spread the toes. Is the breath as deep as you can make it? Does the belly empty as much as possible? That's yoga. Now we're going to extend the left heel all the way forward. Walk the hands up the right leg, behind the calf muscle or the ankle. or a strap around the right foot. Shoulders now are off the mat, and the chest is trying to get to the knee. Press the back of the left knee into the floor, left heel into the floor. The breathing is bigger than the pose. Bend the right knee, bring both knees in, arms out on a level with your shoulders. Lift the tailbone and drop both knees to the floor on the left side. Use the left hand to help the knees stay together. Bring the back of the head a little closer to the left shoulder and the right ear into the mat on the right side. Pull the navel to the right shoulder as the knees try to stay closer to the mat on the left side. Notice if the breath has become shallow. If the breath has become shallow, it means you are thinking, suffering. Deepen the breath. Lift the knees back to the top, flex at the ankles, lift the tailbone, drop both knees to the floor on the right side. Bring the right hand to the left knee. Use the right hand to help the knees stay together. Bring the back of the head a little closer to the right shoulder. Left ear moving toward the floor on the left side. You are breathing through this practice. Notice if you're building up any souvenirs, if you're picking up luggage, baggage, stay light. The feeling of heaviness, the feeling of burden comes from the mind. At any time, you can relieve yourself of that. You can just stop and breathe and be spacious. There's no waiting. Let's bring the knees back to the top. Place the feet on the floor. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Touch the feet together and drop the knees open wide. Connect the bottoms of the feet. Feel each toe connecting with the opposite toe. Widen the shoulders, let the shoulders feel relaxed. Make little adjustments so the body feels very comfortable here. Just letting gravity open the body. Getting back in touch with your breathing. This effortless journey has no drama. It's a peaceful, light travel. The breath. The soundtrack. of this. A peaceful, light journey around the world with no luggage, no baggage, no attachment to souvenirs. Let's bring the knees back to the top. Separate the feet hip width apart. Bring the right knee in, and then the right foot on the other side of the left knee. Arms are okay where they are. Let both knees drop to the floor on the right side. Head remains straight up or naturally to the left. And the legs are acting equally. Hip opener, leg strengthener, mind emptying. Equal action in the legs. The left hip wants to get a little closer to the floor on the left side. There's a feeling in the right hip that it wants to move upward. And then you'll feel a little deeper stretch, deeper opening, and a bit of a twist in the low back. And the legs are strengthening. Coming all the way up, we'll unwrap. Bring the left knee in, left ankle to the other side of the right knee. And we'll drop both knees now. We'll do that on the left side. Bring the action to the pose. What are the arms doing? The arms are stabilizing. The whole upper body is a stabilizing anchor. And it does that without effort. If you're experiencing any discomfort in the areas of the hips, let that spot become your lungs and breathe deeply from that point, expanding, healing, opening, softening. The breathing, the breath is bigger than the pose. It's bigger than the discomfort. Soothing. Bring the knees back to the top. We'll unwrap. I'm going to bring both knees in. Reach for the big toes or the outer edges of the feet. Show the bottoms of the feet to the night sky. Widen the knees, widen the elbows. And rock side to side. And the knees and the head go together. Massage the low back. The action in the pose, besides the rocking, the hands are pulling the feet down, but the feet are trying to push upward. So we have a strengthening for the arms and a strengthening, toning for the legs. Coming back now, bring the feet to the floor. And we're going to begin preparing for the final pose. So at this point, you might want to turn out any overhead lights so it doesn't bother your eyes. You may want to get a blanket or a pair of socks, or you may want pillows underneath the knees to bring relief to the low back. If you're not using pillows underneath the knees, bring the heels to the corners of the mat. Let the feet drop open wide, legs flat. Widen the arms so the shoulders are completely at ease. Soften the jaw, relax the tongue, relax the teeth. Some people enjoy putting a heavy pillow or blanket across the abdomen. That really helps to become settled, lowers the heart rate. Making any final adjustments until there's nothing left to adjust. No longer controlling your breathing, letting the body naturally breathe on its own. Bringing your awareness to the feeling of your eyes. And let all tension, let all effort drop from the eyes. Letting the eyes rest. Relaxing all the tiny muscles around the eyes. Relaxing the forehead feeling smooth, relaxed. Relaxing your jaw, tongue, teeth, all the muscles around the mouth, let them relax. All those tiny muscles, let them rest. Letting your awareness drift into the area of the neck. Feel the neck begin to relax. Front of the neck, back of the neck. Relaxing the shoulders. Any tightness, any tension from carrying all that stuff. Let the shoulders release, drop all of that. The arms becoming effortless. Hands effortless. Relaxing the palms of the hands, backs of the hands. Relaxing all the tiny muscles in the fingers. There's no more work to be done. Let the hands relax. Letting your awareness drift into the area of the front body, the heart center. Let the heart center become at ease, open, wide, relaxed. Relaxing the stomach, any tension you hold here, whatever it is you've been carrying. Let the stomach release that. Relax, soften, widen. Relaxing the upper back, mid back, low back. There's nothing more to lift. Everything is down, resting. Relaxing hips and pelvis. Any tension you carry here, let that dissolve. Hips and pelvis resting. Letting awareness drift into the legs. Relaxing the upper legs, lower legs. Both legs fully relaxed. Relaxing the feet, tops of the feet, bottoms of the feet. Bringing your full awareness now to the feet. Nowhere left to go. Nothing to run for. Let the feet relax. Relaxing all the tiny muscles in the toes. Let all of the toes finally rest. The whole body feeling light. Nothing to carry. Nothing to collect. Nothing to reject. Light. Calm. Ease. Space. Everything has been set down. It's okay to smile now. Beginning now to feel back into the body, making some gentle movements, compassionate movements for fingers and toes, waking them up just like you wake up in the morning. Some little movements, arms, legs. Deepening the breath, bringing the arms over the head, stretching the whole body. Making any movements that feel right for you. Eventually bringing the knees into the chest and rocking side to side. Giving yourself a much deserved massage for the low back. Eventually curling up on the right side, resting your head on your arm or your pillow. Lingering here, traveling lightly, traveling empty, drifting, pure awareness, nothing to collect, nothing to reject, desireless state. In your own time, no rush. You can use the left hand to press up, head coming up last, back to a comfortable seat. Let's bring our hands now to the Namaste Mudra. Thank you all for coming out to join together and practice together this evening. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.